More Assassin's Creed Valhalla details have been revealed regarding the gods returning, trading, new side mission information, and why Eivor's hidden blade is quite clearly visible, and also how the game will set things up for what comes beyond Valhalla. We'll talk about all this stuff in the video, so make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to ensure you don't miss any future Assassin's Creed Valhalla videos. This information is all from an interview with Darby McDevitt, the narrative director, in the latest copy of the PlayStation magazine. Firstly, regarding the Assassin's Creed Valhalla lore, Darby has confirmed that this will be scattered throughout the game world for players to discover themselves. Darby also confirms that Eivor does not start the game as an assassin, which we did already know, but in the interview goes on to say in a little bit more detail that he becomes one after meeting an assassin in the early stages of the game, before they all set sail for England, and Eivor will get the hidden blade from this encounter with one of the hidden ones. We also have a bit more information on why Eivor's hidden blade is, well, not really hidden. Darby answered this question when it was posed to him from Swivel6 over on Twitter. Darby said that it was a very deliberate decision. It's something that Eivor feels very strongly about. When he or she gets hold of the hidden blade, it occurs to Eivor that it would be much more interesting to let people see this weapon, to be conspicuous about it. Vikings were known to have a sense of humour, and it was important that when you killed somebody, that person knew that you had killed them. Oftentimes people would not even be punished for the murder if they had a small justification. Like, say, if somebody had insulted you, then they would not be punished for that murder as long as they admitted it. As long as they stated openly that yes, I killed that person because we got into combat. And so having the hidden blade visible is actually a kind of extension of that honour. We want this conspicuous aspect of the blade to be reflected in the way that Eivor presents him or herself to the world. Going back to the OPM interview, we've got more details on Stonehenge here as well. We will be able to climb it and will uncover secrets regarding the people who built it. So quite possibly there will be a vault or something hidden underneath Stonehenge, just like there was a lot of vaults and stuff hidden under the landmarks in Egypt in Origins. We've also got loads of Roman ruins dotted around the world, as us Brits lacked the knowledge to look after these buildings, so they all fell into various states of disrepair and have in-game been commandeered by Saxons, which we will most likely have to liberate as we have done in previous games. Darby also talks more about these side quests, stating that some of these quests will turn into a much more memorable experience. He says we have these great stories in our game, multiple part stories, that really feel like they have a rise and fall, just like a Shakespeare play. So it sounds like we're really going to be able to get immersed in these, and there's going to be a lot less fetch quests or simply just go and kill that wolf quest. I wonder if we'll be able to recruit some of the people who give us these quests to our settlements and even our raiding party. Going down the same vein as the raiding party and our boats. So all the characters will have different names and personalities. Some will be arrogant, funny, talkative, and so on. Once they are on your boat, that personality will persist, so it will really feel like they're a part of your crew. Not like in Odyssey, where nobody says anything and they all just walk about. In Valhalla, all will continue showing their personalities and more of their backstory. OPM goes on to explain that whilst we're in our boats, we will also have an option to scan for places to raid or trade. So you'll have both of these options available to you from the settlement. The choice is entirely up to the players. If you want to go and raid and bring the resources that you gathered back to your settlement, you can create buildings and begin cultivating farmland, looking more and more likely that farming may be quite an important aspect of this game. Or you can go down the trade route instead, creating new allies, and given that you're in the middle of enemy territory, this might be the smart choice. This game will also act as a bridge to the other Assassin's Creed games, taking place before and after Valhalla. Between Origins and Odyssey, this game will create a link between the Hidden Ones and the Order of the Ancients. But the interview also goes on to say that some of the things that are happening are starting to set the stage for what comes in the game that follows. So they're already thinking about how to progress the story in further games. A couple more things to mention. We know that Alfred the Great, the King of Wessex, will be one of the antagonists, but is not the main enemy within Valhalla. No details about who this might be though. And also another little side point, when using Sunin, our raven, the UI has been massively reduced, so discovering secrets will feel a little bit more rewarding. Ubisoft has also given us some more details regarding the gods' return and how we will come across them in-game. PlayStation Magazine talked about the Norse mythology and how it's going to be more like Origins than Odyssey, with the Norse gods existing through the beliefs of these characters within the game. So it sounds like we may not actually be fighting these gods, but rather come across them in a dream or a vision, like what they did with Bayek, so as they don't break the realistic storyline contained in the game. It may well be the case then that this was Odin that Eivor saw on the battlefield in that trailer. It could be a case that we were having to prove that we were a worthy leader of these Vikings. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. Finally, Darby confirmed over on Twitter that both male and female choices for Eivor are canon, but does go on to say that he's not going to spoil how they manage that trick until we play the game. So we'll have to wait and find out what the secret is for this one. Thanks as ever for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss any future Valhalla videos, and I shall see you guys again soon.